this is the most exciting podcast I've recorded ever. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you're my first guest.
Really?
You're my first guest, yeah. So I rebooted. I was doing a podcast called Tess Talks. And it was through iHeartMedia. This is my side project now that I just have the one gig.
Yeah.
And before I was like, I'll just do me. I'll just be me. I'm like, damn, like I'm kind of like not that exciting anymore in my age. But I'm glad to have you guys. If you don't know who this is, Chinedu Ogu is like Mr. H-Town. You're someone I feel who has put Houston on the map in so many ways. So I feel like people know you, but I want to get to know you today. So first of all, thank you for coming, because take people through your schedule today, what you had to do before you even came to record this podcast. What was your day like today?
Today, we got up at 4. We did our prayers, worked out, got the haircut. We headed to NRG to host Toro Fest. Did our live stream, a few Zoom meetings in between. Then we went to host UH basketball, followed by a few post-game meetings. One Zoom meeting with the good folks overseas in London. Shout out to the good folks at Russell Talk. And also, and then we pulled up for an amazing interview podcast right here with the homie Tess.
Okay, you woke up at 4?
Yes.
Every day, is that, or do you give yourself, is there a day where you get to sleep in?
I try sometimes on the weekends though, but most days it's 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And you said you meditate and pray.
Oh yeah, wake up, pray, talk to God, do the workout, check emails, work on the first video for the morning. And after that, at that point, the kids should be waking up. That's when we get up and we get them ready for school and all that. And from there, the day takes off.
How many kids do you have?
2.
You have 2. Mm-hmm. 2 boys, 2 girls, 1 boy, 1 girl.
A girl and a boy.
A girl and a boy. Mm-hmm. There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah, I'm done. Listen, y'all, vasectomy on the way, y'all. I'll tell you right now, it's on the way. I'm already getting scheduled. Matter of fact, when I leave here, actually, he's downstairs. And I'm saying.
You might be able to find someone around here that can help you. So tell me, before we get to here, because that's a full day, and you're doing work with the Texans, mm-hmm. You're doing work with U of H, and you're working with all these beloved brands and teams here in Houston. But before that, there's an origin story. There's an origin story there. So tell me about your childhood growing up. What was that like?
Childhood growing up, I love my childhood. We were poor. We grew up poor. I think my intro to really where I feel my first memories really began. I remember my parents' divorce. Kind of first memory. They were 5. I was 5 years old. Mm-hmm. Rainy Thursday, Lewis Elementary and HISD. I come out and I see my mom and my aunt in a U-Haul with pretty much our entire life behind it. And so from there, we started a new life. That's how I found my parents got divorced. So it wasn't a talk or anything like that. There's just, we live here now. We don't live with your dad no more. That's just kind of it. And so from there, I would see my mom be down, because divorce is very hard on people. So I would use comedy to make her feel better. I would try to tell her jokes, make her laugh. And, that kind of resonated with me too. It made me feel better, make me laugh and all that. So it became my safe space before anything else, though. So that was my safe haven for all pains and things like that I was going through. And then eventually started doing stand-up myself around 16.
16?
Yeah.
Where do you do stand-up when you're 16?
In class. Now, listen, kids, don't do this, though, all right? I'm just telling the story. Don't do this. I'll be in class telling jokes. And a few times, I remember shout out to W.I. Stevenson Middle School. That was my middle school.
Okay.
I would tell jokes in class sometimes, I had a cool teacher named Mr. Rosales, his math teacher. One day, I think I would tell jokes, and they just made him laugh enough that he just like, hey, I'm grading papers. He said, I was gonna pass out an assignment. He's like, man, you got 15, 20 minutes, man. If you want to do something, doing that. He said, don't cuss though. And for me, I don't cuss anyway though. So I was like, I could do that. That's no problem. Yeah. So I was in there. I went in there. I told jokes. I had everyone crying, laughing. Some jokes, because I remember I was inspired by Comic View a lot though. So I would see how they would perform on there, and I write my own stuff. Okay. And a comedian named Godfrey really inspired me though. So he was like one of the main people though. So I would see him. I made the class laugh. The teacher ended up giving me $2 as a tip. $2. I was like, I've made it.
I'm rich.
Yes, I'm rich. I'm rich. I made it. So from there, I was like, I'm gonna be a comedian. Hosted my talent show when I was 16, 17 years old, because that was how I could. I felt doing that. I could tell more jokes as opposed to having like one little comedy segment. I could come in between each act, tell jokes, talk to the crowd, do crowd work, all that though. So I did it that way. Fell in love with it. Ironically, I did a video intro as a skit to open the show up. Okay. It's very ironic how I did that though. Me and my friend Chris Rodriguez did it. This was back when it was called the AV Club. It wasn't new. It wasn't cool IT back then. This is when it was called. You remember AV Club? It was called the Nerdy AV Club. You had computers and cameras and big
Those
equipment.
nerds, those geeks.
Yeah, the big old camera that Bob Saget had on America's Funniest Videos.
Oh
You
my
had
gosh.
these.
I remember that camera.
Yeah. So that's how we did it. And from there, I wanted to do comedy. I felt when I graduated, and I'm showing my age here at the time, I said, when I graduate, I'm going to do stand-up comedy. That's what I love. That's my number one. I also wanted to make funny videos online. And at the time, there was this brand new website called MySpace.
MySpace. Yes.
This brand new thing called MySpace.
Yes.
Brand new.
Tom.
Yes, Tom.
Tom was everyone's friend.
Yes.
Shout out.
Shout out to Tom, man, our first friend. And I was like, okay, I'm going to make, I'm going to do stand-up comedy. I'm going to make sketches online. Because at the time, this is when Chappelle's show was still very, very red hot.
So good.
So hot. So I was like, man, you see Chappelle doing skits. I was like, I can write skits, film them. I have my friend Chris here. He knows how to edit.
Perfect.
We're going to do it. Perfect.
Right.
I graduated from Chavez High School. I was number 36 in my class. I was top 10%.
Okay, geek.
Oh, yeah,
you
oh,
were
yeah,
a
oh, yeah,
nerd.
oh, yeah.
I love that. That's,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Nerds are hot. That's
Oh, yeah,
good.
thank you very much. Shout out to the magnet program at Chavez High School. That's what I was in the magnet program. So that was what we were. It meant a lot, man. I had a 3.8, 3.9 GPA.
Look at you.
Yeah, it meant a lot, man. I had to keep that
Yeah.
GPA up. So I got in top 10%. And at that time, I don't know if the rules have changed. In Texas, if you graduate top 10%, you automatically get into all the public
Yes.
colleges. So you get into A&M, UT, UH, all
yes.
that.
Mhm.
So and they'll hold your spot for a year. So I said, okay, I got into UH, I got into UT, I got into A&M.
Okay.
No problem. I'll take a year off. I'm gonna try comedy and stand-up. If it does not work out in the year, I'm gonna still do it though, but do that part-time.
side.
Yeah, on the side, go back to school.
Okay.
Told my mom this. I said, but Mom, do me a favor. Please don't tell Pop. My dad is very Nigerian. All my Nigerian people watching, as soon as I say he's Nigerian, you understand what I'm saying?
They're like, oh.
Yes. Yeah, it's 100%.
You gotta go to school.
You're going to go to college.
Yeah.
No matter, I don't want to hear this joke nonsense. That's what happened. I told my mom, just give me a year. I was gonna let my dad think I was in college.
Okay.
I was, and I said, but if it didn't work out, I was gonna go in there, take 18 hours, do a mini master, catch up. So by the time,
like I'll grind out,
Yeah.
I'll make up for lost time.
yes. So by the time I'm doing my first year, I'll have almost enough credits for 2 years. I was gonna do 18 hours in the fall. I was gonna do a mini semester, 18 hours in the spring, and I was gonna do both summer semesters in the summer to catch up.
Okay.
I was like, it's cool. I'll be able to graduate on time, no problem. My mom told my dad the same day.
Mom.
I get this call. My dad, come to this office. Come to my office. I was like, oh my God. I come to the office, and my dad, he's literally just standing out there looking out the window like it's like some kind of like murder mystery. Looking out the window, out the window like, Chinedu, your mother told me. I was like, ah.
Can't have anything.
Yeah.
Didn't keep that secret.
No.
So what'd you do? So what'd he say? What'd you do?
He literally scared me out of my dream. Honestly, he told me the pros and
Don't
cons.
like be smart.
Yeah.
Like that's a pipe dream.
Yeah, pipe dream. Tell me a joke right now. And I told him a joke. It was a funny joke. All right.
Okay.
I know. It was funny. Okay. My dad looked. He said, "Clap for yourself. That will be the only applause you will get.
Damn.
You need to go to college because again, he wanted me to be a doctor or pharmacist. So at the time,
And you can't blame him because
Yeah.
that means financial stability.
Yeah.
It's a respectable
job.
career.
Stable, and that's what coming from Nigeria and any other kids who like first generation Americans like that. Your parents are from Mexico, Pakistan, India, Nigeria. You understand what I'm saying? Like to them, that's what they know works. You're gonna go where it works. You're gonna be successful because I did not come all the way over here for you to fail. Really, that's one of the things too. So, I went back to UH. I hated it.
Oh.
I really did. I loved my time at U of H though, but I hated being
Of course.
pre-pharmacy. I hated pre-med. I hated organic. Organic chemistry was what broke me.
That got you.
Because if any of you guys say organic chemistry, to do this class, for one problem, you have to solve it, which is almost an entire page to solve it, and then half a page to prove it. And then you have like 10 of these for a test. And then there's organic chemistry
Nothing
too.
funny about that.
No, you have to know it like this for med school. You have to know it very well. It's the base. I was like, I can't do this, Bob. So I switched over to psychology and business.
Okay.
And that went good. I enjoyed it though, but I love comedy. So
Was still
yeah.
calling you. You didn't feel like you were in the right place. I feel honestly I feel like I'm talking to myself or I'm seeing so many similarities. I told my mom when I just graduated high school, she goes, what do you want to do? I said, I like kind of what those ladies on the news do. And she goes, oh. She goes, that's for beautiful women who are well connected. You're neither of those things.
She had to say the beautiful part in there too?
Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch. Double ouch. Like, okay, well, I guess I'll major in business.
Yeah.
Hated it.
And then like,
Hated it.
and they'll say it with a
Didn't
straight
belong
face too.
there. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Straight
that's your
face.
mom. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my mom.
Yeah.
I trust, like, this is the person I trust the most. And yeah, like, they probably are right. You know,
Yeah.
like, you don't have the confidence. Me as a 17, I graduated when I was 17. As a 17-year-old, I didn't have, you know, the life experience to say, no, I'm going to bet on myself. I didn't have that yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I kind of did the same thing with school. I was like, I fucking hate it here. And see, I cuss. And
Yes.
see, I'm on the radio. And I'm on the radio and I'm on the TV and I do cuss, but I know I can't do those things in my professional job. It was just so crazy to me that, you know, well, actually, in hindsight, it's not crazy because I realized my mom wanted the best for me. And I know my mom's proud of me. And I know she, you know, is very proud of what I do now. And I found a roundabout way to get to where I wanted to go. But I almost needed to do that. So once you were at U of H and, you know, go Cougs, you loved it, that part of it. What happened after that? You were still, comedy was still kind of calling you.
Yeah, after I graduated, after I finished the UH, I got laid off immediately. I got laid off from my job, and at that point, my dad was gonna, you need to go and get your master's. That
More school,
more loans, more
Yeah.
debt. That is the solution. I was like, Pop, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting any more debt than I already have. I already have a degree over here that it's not that I didn't want it, but like it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Right.
Like it wasn't what I wanted to do. So
It's good
like,
to have. At least you got it. I didn't get mine.
Yeah, it's good.
I have like 121 credits.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do with these.
Yeah, that's exactly. This is one point. Let me move on because for me, it's like it's good to have, but it's like I knew what I wanted to do, and at that point, I was like, okay, like I've literally I followed my dad's route, and I literally ended up exactly where I didn't want to be, unemployed. It's exactly where I needed to be. So I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm already unemployed now. I might as well go after my dream. So whatever money I had left in my account, I went and bought an old laptop, and my sister bought me this old, it was a Nikon Coolpix camera.
Okay.
So I started setting that up, and I started dusting up my old stand-up routine, and I started making videos, and so the next couple, this was in 2012 when I made the decision. I was like, yo, you're gonna do this for real. And so for the next 5 years, I would make videos every day, every week, and do stand-up comedy shows, and that was my life. I worked part-time for the school district.
Okay.
So I would work a split shift. I'd get up at 4 a.m. again. I'll get to the school from 6:30 to 8:30. You know, it's kind of before school, helping with homework, things like that. I'd get off at 9, and from 9 to 1 p.m., I'd work on videos and comedy, come back to the campus from 3 to 7, and then when I get home from, you know, on certain nights from about 8 to 10, go do a comedy show.
Wow.
And that was the life for the next 5 years.
And you were in Houston, where were you doing the comedy shows?
I was all over. I was doing the dark nights at the place called the Joke Joint Comedy Club.
Okay.
It's no longer here though. It's off of 45 and Fuquay. I'd be at the open mics over at the Houston Improv when they went back and they had open mics.
Okay.
And there was one called I think they have over at Rudyard's as well. And there's another one I'm thinking of. It escapes me. They had the I can't remember their name though, but they were located not too far from the Rustic, I believe. But it was a few different spots across the city, and they would kind of make makeshift open mics and things like that. So you go in there, do some time.
Did you have to pay or were they free?
No, they were free.
Okay, open mic, you go in, and how much time were you getting each time? Was it different each time? Were you bombing? Were you doing great? What was going on?
Usually you get 5 minutes usually.
Okay,
you know, 5 minutes. You go up there, you work on jokes, whatever.
Okay.
You know, thankfully, good. You know, most times always did good though. You know, there were certain jokes that just wouldn't hit, land, whatever, because certain times there would be a really big crowd. Sometimes there'd be 4 people in the crowd. And, you know, 4 people in the crowd, no matter how funny you may be, sometimes they don't feel comfortable laughing because they feel like they made a mistake. Coming out, it's just them, ain't nobody there. You know, so they laughing. So it's hard to like get in that mood of a show. So I would do that. I would do a lot of church events. A lot of. Cause I would volunteer too when they had church events, whatever. They let me go up there. I just get some time just to work on material. I'd go up there and do 30, sometimes 20, do family reunions, and wherever I could get booked at and perform at.
Just trying to be in front of people and hone the craft.
Yes.
That's so. I feel like in this day and age, people see how much success like the big comedians have with the Netflix specials and stuff, and they go, "Well, I'm kind of funny. Like I think I could like do that." But for me, what holds me back is I know you have to bomb.
Yeah.
You have to fail over and over and over. How do you overcome that? Like what's the worst heckle you've ever had? Like, what's the worst heckle situation that you've ever had?
I think my worst bomb of my career, or the worst ones, I'll say there were a few. One of the worst ones though, I went back to my old church to perform for them, whatever. And when I tell you, they did not care at all. So much so the pastor says, I want to thank Chinedu, man. When they say it takes a lot of courage to come up here and do that and perform and put your heart out here and things like that, you never know what's gonna happen. I was like, wow. It was so bad, like when I was performing, whatever.
Hard.
In the middle of the joke, one of the elder ladies of the church was in the back with her own microphone. So, all right, y'all, it's time to eat. If y'all want to line up, table 4, 5, and 6 can line up at this time.
Why was
table
there
4, 5, and 6 lines like that. Line up, I was like,
oh, that's hard. That's hard.
And if folks get up eating food, and you ain't think, I was like, okay, well. Yep.
So where does the resilience come from to be like, okay, I have to wake up and like do that again?
It's truly, I love it, and I truly believe, not to sound cliche or corny, I truly believe I was called to do this. I truly believe this is what God called me to do. It was my mission, be a comedian, and to spread the message of laughter. Because I'm a firm believer that laughter is God-given medicine to help us get through hard times.
It is.
Like it may not solve the problem what you're going through, but you're gonna feel better though. You get you some good laughs in. So it's always the message that laughter is healing. And always thank God and laugh daily. It's the key to life.
It really is. And like for you to get that feeling, like if I'm in a dinner with friends or coffee with a couple of girlfriends or just one other person, if I make them laugh, like if I say something and they're like, you're so funny, I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God, I have goosebumps.
It's a good feeling.
I love it so much.
Yes.
Like I really, really do. So I feel that, but you do it on such a big scale. You're on TikTok, the Instagram Reels, a lot of your Houston-focused comedy, it goes so viral. When did this stuff start catching on? Like, what was your first big viral video?
Oh, I'll never forget it. It was, I remember the exact day, April 5th.
April 5th. 2017.
At that point, and I kid you not, the video that went viral, that was video 978.
Okay.
Because when I was doing videos for at one point every 3 times a week, then I started doing daily at one point. So I was like, you have to make it work. So at that point,
almost 1,000 videos.
Almost 1,000 in over the course of 5 years, and I was going in, and
wow.
I remember that day specifically though because it was because of another station. Can I say stations?
Absolutely.
Okay,
no, this is whatever you want.
So at the time, 979 The Box had a challenge called. It was called I'm from Houston. It was I'm from Houston. That's what it was called. And I remember I wrote a video skit about that a year ago called I with the exact I'm from Houston. I was like, it was a kind of a stand-up set I had, whatever. I was talking about the city, whatever. I was like, if you could take that bit and turn it into a video, I was like, because at the time, this is when the Kiadian was sharing videos, they were sharing the best content, whatever. I was like, they might share the video, and I might get 300 views. The goal was 300 views. I was like, I might get 300 views. That's a big deal. So, and usually I would make a video at around 10 a.m. It would take a while to make videos though, but I got the idea for the video at like 1 o'clock. And I was like, God, you gotta do it real quick though. It had to be at work for 3. I ended up getting there really late. I call ahead, say, hey, I'm gonna be late to my shift, whatever. Can you watch my group for me and all that? But what I didn't know is that day, my site, I worked as a support staff, so I would sub in for people.
Okay.
I didn't know that day, the site I was over was being inspected that day by the coordinator, so I didn't know. So I was supposed to be there for 3. I got there at 5.
Okay.
30.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a little late. It's a little late.
I got there, and it was bad too, because I put the video up, whatever. I got there on time, whatever. Kids were fine though, but I got there. All the coordinators were there. They all looked mad. And I was 2.5 hours late. It was to a point too, at that point, 30 or 40% of my kids had already gone home. You know, because when they go home, they're already at home. And I remember one of my kids, it was so bad that one of my bad kids was acting good. And you know, it gets that bad. Like I came in, I saw him. He's like, "Hey, Mr. O, we told him you usually always on time, sir. We saw him on the." And I was
bad kid vouching for you.
He was being good. So he was like, "Yeah, he's like, I told we told everybody to kind of chill out that man because he's like they look real mad, Mr. O." And then they said,
as someone who gets in trouble a lot, you were in trouble.
Yeah, they were like, Mr. O. They came in and said they look really mad. So we told everybody to be good and be quiet today. And I was like, yo, Jay, fine, I appreciate that, man. I told him I appreciate it. It was really. Cause that
was big of him. That was big of him.
You know, he had bad kids, but they're your bad kids. So it's like, it's my, so.
Right.
I was like, I did get written up. It was bad though, but they said, so I usually do great work with the kids, whatever. They was like, we know it's usually, this isn't you, usually like you though. We know you do other things, whatever though, so it's fine, but no problem, but don't let it happen again.
Right.
Okay, cool. I was like, cool, no problem. I did get written up, it's fine. But when I got home, the video had 180,000 views.
That's a cool feeling.
Yeah, when I tell you, I kept refreshing it, like, okay, wait, but this might be, the last video.
Yeah.
And it's mine, like, let me refresh it.
Yeah.
I started reading the comments, and they're like, man, this is so funny, man. I live in this area, this video, this. Like, who is this guy? And I was like,
oh my gosh.
And then by that time, the next day, it hit over 1 million.
Wow. And
So,
you're just watching it.
Yeah, and this is crazy. For me, like, that was a true viral moment. Because I felt when something goes viral, I feel like it has to affect, like, all your content across the board, though. So for me at that time, like, it hit 1 million on there, and then they started going back to watch old videos.
Yes.
Because I had
like, who is this guy? I might like some other stuff he does.
And I had 900. So people were binge watching, like, videos.
Oh, that's so cool. You were ready.
Yes,
you were ready for them.
And that's what I was so happy about, too. I almost could have cried, though, because they were going back. It was videos I made in 2013 that had, like, 40 views. Now they have 80,000.
Like, I told you I was funny this whole time.
The whole time. They're watching my old stand-ups. They're watching clips. They're watching my old series. And so on Facebook, I went from having, like, 800 followers to 5,000 in a day. Then it went to 40,000. Then 70.
That's
and it was like, and next thing you know, it's like, do you have any more? And I was like, I have lots of this content, guys.
Yeah.
I have. So from there,
been waiting on y'all.
Yeah. And so too, and for me, I wanted the people to know me as a stand-up comedian first, of course, though. But when things go viral, you don't get to pick what goes viral, whatever.
You don't.
And
people pick.
They pick.
Mm-hmm.
And if this is what they like, it's what you give them. You cater to your audience. And so from there, I would make Houston videos. And at the end, I'd be like, hey, you guys like the videos? Come and see me live at the Houston Improv, August 13th or something like that, whatever. And if they like the videos, they'd be like, oh, he does stand-up. Let's go see him live. And from there, I can bring him in. I can let them know I'm actually funny on stage. And then from there, that's how it happened.
That is so awesome. That's so awesome. And it's almost like Houston, we forget, is a major city. Just because everyone around here kind of acts like family and cool and friends, we forget this is a huge, I mean, look at this platform that we have in this city. That's really cool. And that's like, feels like really grassroots to people too. It's like, finally, someone's talking about, you're not talking about LA, you're not talking about New York, you're talking about here, Third Coast, And
I truly felt that was like I felt like the key ingredient though. Because like you said too, like to have the organic grassroots rise, that's what I tell all people, that's what you truly want though. And I felt that's what I was thankful and blessed to get. People saw me working at the school district though. I didn't make up that I had this fancy job or I was already on whatever. I told them, hey, I'm going to work today, y'all. I got a video tomorrow. They saw me talk about my school district, working for them, So they saw me going from working an actual job to being here though. And I love the feeling. And like you said, Houston is a huge city. Mm-hmm. And people forget that though, because again, people get so much attention to LA, New York, Chicago, Philly, Miami, all that though, that they forget that we have a lot of people here. Because I remember my improv show, I think I announced it, I think 4 weeks before the show, and it sold out in a week.
Wow.
And I just couldn't, man, when I tell you, I could have cried.
Well, yeah. Because people supporting is one thing. I can go on, I can like your videos. That doesn't necessarily transform to money in your pocket all the time. But when people vote with their money and they're spending their hard-earned money to buy a ticket to go see your show, that's like the ultimate compliment.
Yes.
So, they're buying those up. That means they love what you do. That means you're like a reprieve from their everyday, stressor life. That's a really huge gift. That's really cool.
I truly appreciate that. When I say that, I call them my laughter family. If y'all watching this too, man, I truly appreciate every member of the laughter family because every live show really means a lot to me. Though I don't care if it's a 50-person show or a 1,000-seater show, or if you bought a ticket to come see me, I wanna make sure I give you a great show. And after the show, I want to meet you. I want to shake your hand, take a picture with you. I want to thank you for coming out to the show. Yeah, because it really means a lot.
Of course,
it really means a lot. Truly.
No, it does. It does. People I'm on a local TV show, and some people are like, I don't watch TV. I'm like, yeah, I really, okay, that's fine. But some people are like, I watch you every day. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Thank you. You know what I mean? People, just for them to voice that means a lot. So when you finally did get that viral pop and you started to be able to book gigs and get a little change in your pocket, was there any switch up? Like, because there's always a switch up. Like, did anyone switch it up on you? Like, that you remember that you would share?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel what I learned too is that like when it comes to anything, like when you become successful and publicly noted, certain people that know they did you wrong, all of a sudden they can immediately acknowledge, especially when they need something, they can acknowledge it, own up to it. It's no problem. I remember I had people when I was making I had a show called Houston the Series, and a web series is a lot of work. And I was filming it myself, I was editing it myself. I would call in my friend Billy to edit the film from time to time though, but I was doing all the edits though. Folks would no show last minute. I'd have to change it up, like a lot of frustrating things and all that. And
of course,
once things took off, all of a sudden they had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Hey, when are we gonna link up?
Yeah,
hey, what are you doing? Yeah. Hey, dude, I miss you. What's up?
If you're free, let me know. And my conversation, hey, bro, did you get my message? You know, all of my videos and things like that. Hey, did you get my videos? Hey, I'm here. And all that. And then on the other part too, you know, the world of comedy, you know, it's a very competitive sport.
Yeah.
Very jealous sport too. Certain people just won't admit it, but a lot of people are a lot of sensitive artists, a lot of egos, so it gets very competitive. I mean, a lot of comedians that I know that didn't really necessarily know me, they had a big problem once I went viral like that, because to them, they thought I was some guy coming from videos. They had no idea I've done stand-up since I was 16.
Yeah.
You know, because most part I say to myself, whatever, like for me, I'm focused.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't want to like get into the cliques, the circles, the crews and all that. Because in comedy sometimes too, if you're friends with this comedian group, all of a sudden y'all start talking, all of a sudden, well, I don't like that comedian over there.
Right.
So if they have something going on, you better not be like I don't have time for any of that. I am working.
It's too small of a world to make enemies too.
Yes.
Like you never know. You never know when something's gonna circle back around. And I think a lot of people, what they don't know too, is that a lot of us in media, you know, if you work at one of my best friends works at KHOU, you know, we know like all the media members, we're pretty much cool with each other because you never know. Tomorrow, you know, someone over here could come calling, and whoever is gonna make life better for me and my family, like that's who I'm gonna be with. You know what I mean? Whoever has my best interest, that's kind of the team I want to rock with. Yeah, you know?
me too. And for me, like I never want to get any kind of infights, any petty squabbles over, because a lot of times comedians will get into beefs over a joke that they both stole from somebody. You know, there be things like that. This is the most ridiculous stuff. Are you stole from? No, y'all both stole from Comic View. You know what I mean? You gotta just call them out for what it is though.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, and some people that didn't know me, whatever, you know, they just some of them have it's just that some have the jealous nature sometimes, so because you'll be in a position that they feel they should be in, you know, I remember when I announced that I quit my 9-to-5, that's when I kind of really revved up, because being able to do that in real life for all my real entertainers and content creators though, you know, to be able to quit your 9-to-5 to do it full time is a huge leap. It's a lot of work, a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves. It takes a lot.
Right. It's a dream, but it's also a whole new set of expectations.
Yeah, like I went viral in April. I didn't quit my job with the school district until November.
Yeah.
I didn't keep it. I was doing all these sold out shows in the city. I was doing shows across the state, and I was still going to work because I was like, I can't do it though.
Smart.
Until that one day, I finally looked up. I said, hey, I have to. And I'll be candid. I said I have to make a certain number of times what I make with the school district. If I can do that for a consistent number of months, and I can feel confident in doing this, whatever. And then once I hit that mark, November 27th was the day I posted up, hey, this is my last day over at community programs. And I remember when I put that up, I remember certain comedians from that point on just did not like me anymore. I've heard one person, I won't say his name on here though, but I remember he was
You can.
Yeah.
You can tell me after.
Well, I'll tell you after. One of my friends, she was on the set of Nightcap.
Okay.
Saw Nightcap. Shout out to Carolina, by the way. I said a Nightcap, and she overheard another comedian on there going out of his way to bring up how I'm not funny, I try too hard. There's a whole gambit of things. It's like, and this person, when I see him in person, has been trying to book me on his shows for years. Years. I'm like, I thought we were friends though, but you know, things like that happen though. But it's really just a part of it too though. Sometimes when you rise up, you will unfortunately generate ill will from certain people just off of the fact that they want to be where you are.
I need to know the date where trying hard became uncool.
Me too.
Because as a try-hard little bitch,
that
has been trying so hard, trying so hard all my life. There was like a time like, oh my God, she's try-hard. And it was like, became the new diss. And I'm like, and what the hell is wrong with that?
Exactly. Like people act like working hard is like embarrassing. It is not embarrassing, y'all. Like to try hard because I care my fans think. about the content. I want them to enjoy the content. That them watching it and laughing at it, that actually does matter to me. So I think he felt like the cool comedian shouldn't care. It's my art. Like all that goofy stuff. Like no. Like you can, it can still be your art. If you're putting it out there for people to consume, and especially if they're paying money to see you live, you put on a good show.
Yeah, and people caring too, caring about what people think, it's not the worst thing like that you could do, you know what I mean? You can give a shit about other people and how they, like, you want people to have a good experience when they go to your show. You care about that, like, that's okay. I feel like there's this like, oh, it's effortless fashion, it's effortlessly chic, it's like, no, it's not. It's not effortless to look like, to get up and wash your face and comb your hair and like put on your makeup and put on your nice outfit. Like all that takes effort. All of it takes like caring, you know?
It has to care. Like, and I tell people want to get mad about this, especially working in entertainment. People want to get so mad about this. I am so sorry that you cannot be, I'm sorry that you have to iron your clothes, you have to brush your teeth and get in front of a camera. I'm so sorry you can't wake up and just be on here like this, things like that. And you're going to be a superstar because some people can. Most can't.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
If you want to be in this field, things like that, I'm not saying you have to be a size 0 or anything like that though, but you want to always present yourself in the best way you can.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in like how you carry yourself, presentation, things like that. And people just don't want to do that no more. And the other comedian, he got another criticism was he was like, I was called, and this made me laugh. He called me the John Cena of comedy because I wear my merch a lot. This is why I used to sell my merch a whole lot. So I wear it on stage, I wear it on interviews. I'm like, because I'm promoting it. One of my best-selling shirts is called my taco truck shirt. I'm gonna get you one later.
Okay.
That was my taco truck shirt. My first major like check that came from anything came from selling my taco truck shirts. Like I sold them in Improv. I ordered about 200 of them, and they sold out that weekend.
Nice.
That was my first time. Like, oh wow, I'm really. Like that's how I really felt like the audience really rocked with me though, because buying a ticket is a huge step.
Right.
But when you after a show, to meet me at the merch table.
Yeah.
And then to pay more money.
Yeah.
For a shirt.
People are really rocking with you.
Yeah, they really rocking with you. All right, that takes a lot. So when that happened, it meant a lot. And so, I mean, I definitely got offended by it, of course. So I'm very competitive in what I do too, but it's also at the same time too. I don't get mad at the things though. I just looked at it like, well, this person does live at home with his mom and things like that. You ain't really got that much going on, you know.
Well, someone that has more going on than you will. That's not the person that's hating on you.
Yeah,
like
it's busy.
like right, exactly. There's no time for that. And I remember, in this business, because I didn't have the traditional path of going to communication school and doing this. I remember a lot of times younger girls getting big opportunities, and I was always, maybe initially like a little bit like, oh, damn, like I kind of wish I was me, but I always clapped for them. And I always was genuinely happy for them. And I said, because when it is my turn, I do want people to be happy for me. Like I want to put that out there because when something does pop for me, whether it be next week or in the next 5 years, I want them to clap the way I clap for them, and I think there's a certain breed of person that they just can't be happy. They're happy for you until you're right here, and then once you go here, it's like it does something to them. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's like you can only do so good, and if you feel like if they feel like you're doing better excelling,
that's when the problem starts.
The problem starts, and if they feel like they help you with anything, then that means, oh man, they're gonna blow up, and they're gonna blow up off of me, and this, and then.
Yeah.
And I remember this, and it happens a lot in the field too. Because for me, when my friends blew up, my mentor Kev on stage, when he went viral, started blowing up, happy for him. My friend Tony Baker, and here in Houston, Billy Sorrell's happy for him. King Kieran, happy for him. Like when all these guys blow up and go viral, I was happy for everybody though, because
enough to eat.
There really
everyone.
is.
Yeah.
There's so many viewers though, and for me, that let me know, especially with Kieran and Billy. Seeing it happen to them in our city lets me know it's possible. It happened to him. Like he lived, like they're right here in my city.
Look, it's happening.
Right
the
here.
universe is telling me this is possible. Look at it.
And it's like I don't have to move to LA or New York. It can happen here.
That's cool.
And it did. I was like, it's very possible. So for me, it was more motivating than anything.
And why not move? Like, why not when you get to a certain level? Like, why do you make the choice to stay here in Houston? Like, what is it about the city?
Honestly, this really is my home. Like, for me, I'll go out to LA and New York. I go out there for certain projects and certain things like that to work with them, though. But Houston's my home. Like, that's where I grew up. That's where I want to live at. That's where my family to be. LA is very fake. Hollywood is very fake. LA and New York are both very overpriced. Houston is my home. And to just be completely candid about it, when I was really struggling with comedy, though, most of my comedians understand this. So you get to that point where you feel like that darkness is setting in. It wasn't LA, it wasn't Hollywood, it wasn't the Big Apple that helped me, that raised me to the next level. It was Houston. So it will always be this city over everybody.
Yeah.
Always. So this is home. This is the city that took my career and changed it forever.
Yeah.
And so you will always have my gratitude, always.
Yeah. Houston is really, to me, I've seen it, it's opened my eyes. It's really the heartbeat of the country. Yeah. It is right in the middle of both of those places. It's right, it's kind of, a great home base. And the people are just undefeated. Like it really is great. Who are the people, because we talked about the haters. Yeah. Who are the mentors that you lifted you up maybe when you were in a darker space?
I would say, for sure, there are definitely a couple great moments, mentors and moments for people. I would say a mentor of mine is Kev on Stage.
Okay.
When I first ended up with him around 2013. This was before, I think his stuff was just taking off and I was still just beginning. So he gave me a lot of great advice and information on how to navigate social media, how to translate it from stand-up to social media that way. In terms of Houston, one of the very first celebrities that helped me at all, that put me on that platform was Zero.
Zero.
Shout out to Zero. I'll tell the story. So this is in 2015-16 at the Houston Improv. It was an open mic night. And this is back when we had open mic night, but sometimes Zero, sometimes Zero, he working out, he got, because again, Zero got money, Zero got time, because Zero can chill, if he want to go out at night, he really can. He go out, go out at night, and he can go out there, you know what I'm saying, and do that.
He can go out on Tuesday.
Yeah, he can do that. Zero can do that, you know what I'm saying? So he went out there.
Who is rubbing their engine? Is Zero here? What's
Zero,
going on?
what up, what?
Hey!
I'm telling the story, baby.
No, not you, Zero. Those guys. That's not really Zero. Okay.
But he was at the show and he was sitting at the show. Like Zero he wear like the big expensive kind of glass. You can't see it all.
Right.
But very.
It's like when you go skiing.
Yeah. He wear like kind of like the very very nice shade. Very expensive. Very expensive.
Yes.
Very expensive. You know what I'm saying? You can't see nothing there. So he in there.
Money, honeys.
Yeah, I'm on the stage, whatever. And Zero. He don't really smile that much.
Okay.
I'm sure I don't know if you guys noticed that. He don't really smile.
He's not a smiley guy.
Yeah, not really smiling or like that. So he's sitting there. This is a joke. He's drinking a joke, whatever, like that. I'm on stage telling jokes, getting laughs. I don't see Zero. He's not really showing any emotion, whatever. Something he's there. We all excited because he's there.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do great. So I'm like, okay, cool. I did my set. I'm like, dang, man, you ain't really rocking from Zero. Then I know where he's like, hey, Chinedu. I say, he's like, that's your name, right? I was like, yeah. Hey, that was a good set, man. I was like, whoa. Give me a shot, anything like that. He told me, hey man, that Simba joke was hilarious. I was like, what?
Like he was listening.
He was listening. And then he's like, can we do a video? He's like, yeah, do a video. So he did a video. I tagged him in it and he reposted it. And he had to do none of that, man. This is when again, I was nobody.
I mean, a repost from a celebrity like that, it's like worth its weight in gold.
It's huge.
Yeah.
It meant a lot. So I will be grateful for that always for him. And Kev on Stage.
Speaking of, Alfred Shingun reposted one of your TikToks. Do you see that? And now it's probably more commonplace. Houston Rockets, Alfie?
He did?
Yeah, it popped up on my TikTok today.
Really?
100%.
Which one?
You've been working all day. You missed it. I've been monitoring your social media.
Hey!
It's I'm from Houston. It's that one.
Shingun.
Dude, I mean that's
we're brothers now, bro.
That's the guy.
Yeah, he is. We're brothers now, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna need tickets to that game now. Now it's too late. No. Let me try to scroll away. It's too late. You already seen the video, man. You a fan now, man. We family, bro.
You reposted it.
Reposted. It's too late. Don't take it back.
And I saw it. So if you want to throw some tickets to me too.
Come on. Come on.
No, literally.
Look, I know you got it, bro. I know you ain't on the G League. I know you got it. Okay.
No, that's cool, but you know what I mean? That's an easy repost because your material is so relatable. Do you have any regrets? We take it from here, we take them from the moon, and then we bring them right back down.
Honestly, I feel no regrets with anything. I feel every mistake I may have made, whatever, was definitely for a reason.
Yeah, the universe is cool that way.
Yeah, it was big lessons learned, and I wouldn't change anything. I'm thankful because for me, I told Ace, I didn't go viral until I was 30, close to 31. Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful I didn't go viral at 25 or 24. Young hotness, whatever. I was
act stupid.
Yeah, I was a mature man who understood what he wanted, who understood
Yeah.
my career at that point, and I had responsibilities that kept me focused on what I needed to do, though. So I'm thankful for that, though. So no regrets.
There's a blessing in the waiting, right?
Yeah, it is.
And you see it all the time. People that see a lot of success when they're young, it messes with them for a little bit, and they might come back on the other side of that. But there's like rehab usually involved.
Yeah.
There's like a big down, rock bottom situation that happens because we're human.
Yeah.
We're a lot of us are operating on that same playing field when we're 20, when we're young, we're stupid. Let's see. I wanted to know if you ever. Oh no, I talked about Houston. What are your future goals? Because right now you're working with U of H. You're working with the Texans. What do you have cooking right now? Just tell me what you have cooking right now.
Currently, we have our next the next tour, the 2026 tour. Because although my fans love the Houston videos, we'll always make sure I am first as a stand-up comedian first.
Okay.
Always, that's my first love. Always will be. But I will also never stop making Houston videos because that's what my fan base loves, and I love making them. But for one, the 2026 tour is called the State Championship Tour.
Okay.
Well, there are certain legs to it too. However, this is the state part of it is called that though. I will be adding other dates too. This will be my first nationwide tour as well.
Oh, sick.
I do have a certain section of it called State Championship for the Texas part, of course. So there's Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Corpus Christi, El Paso, McAllen down to RGV, Odessa. For of course the surrounding areas too though, and then we have San Diego,
sweet,
Club Reels in Chicago, Tempe, Arizona, Miami, Florida, and LA added as well.
Putting Houston on the map in all of those cities.
Yes, absolutely. Because I want them to know that come out and see the show. Because a lot of people, when they come see a stand-up comedy show, sometimes they think it's all just Houston jokes though, but it's actually about my life, my perspective, things like that though. It is a full stand-up comedy show.
Okay.
When people come to the show, they're like, "Oh man, I thought this was great. You're really funny." Like, thank you.
I love that.
It,
Yeah, I love that. You're actually really good at your job. Congratulations. All these years you've been doing this thing, you're actually good at it.
Thankfully.
That's so nice.
Yes, thankfully. Because if I wasn't, man, I'd waste a lot of time, boy. A lot of time wasted, man.
I got to get my brother tickets to the Corpus Christi show. That's where I'm born and raised from. So that's
Absolutely,
my home.
man.
And Corpus to me, it was always like mini Houston growing up. A lot of similarities. And Houston was always like the big city for me. So I was like, wow, we're going to Houston. Get the nice clothes. Get the nice clothes. This is just like very generic stuff. What's your best food spot? Like, what's your favorite food here in Houston? Because we're that city and we have to eat.
I have to name a couple, man. It's hard.
Okay, go ahead. You can name top 5.
Shout out to my favorite taco truck over there off of 249. I can't remember the name of it though, man. But it's
off 249. It's the taco truck. You'll see it if you're on 249.
Shout out to Spanish Flowers. That is the best Tex-Mex restaurant in the country, in my opinion.
Perfect.
I love their food. Big fan of Chopping Block. I love my Nigerian cuisine.
Chopping Block is so good.
Very good.
Oh, it's so good.
Much.
That's in my top. And I'm not very familiar with like African food.
Yeah.
And if I have a regret, it's not eating it all of my life.
It's good.
It's so good.
It's amazing. You can't beat it. It's very. If you haven't been there, go out there, man. What else? Love me some Papados. I got to throw that in there. It's just one place I have to go in there, man.
It's a classic, iconic.
I think that's, who was that? That was
Spanish Flowers, Chopping Block, 249 Taco Truck, Papado.
Let me get one more in there. What's one more in there, man?
HEB. I'm kidding.
Man, that's a good. I gotta put. Man, I do want to say Whataburger. Let me say a restaurant though. I love Grace's.
Grace's is good.
Yo, Grace's. It'd be toss up between Grace's and. No, I'm not gonna say them because I found out the owner they don't really like me. That found out he's not talking mess. But I'll tell y'all air. But I was gonna say y'all, but I ain't gonna say it in a moment.
We know when you don't like us.
Yeah, but I was like, well, I thought we was cool. But apparently, I'll say this part. Apparently, the owner's wife is a big fan, and so they're watching. She's watching one of my videos. And apparently, she's saying, "Oh, you watch your boyfriends and stuff like that." I was like, "Oh, okay. I thought we were cool."
No, you need to lean into that.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jason Momoa when he takes pictures with fans, and it's a couple? Yeah. He'll grab the girl and basically put his hand on the face of the boyfriend,
really?
or he does all different because listen, he knows the girls are there for him.
Of course.
He knows that. And if the boyfriend's cool, they'll play along. You're not going to get really jealous if your girlfriend's not going home with Jason Momoa. You're, just lean into it.
I feel that.
Just lean into it.
Like those in the Chris Brown meet and greet pictures, man. That's when I tell you, Kristen, you were brilliant, okay? All right, do you imagine doing a concert show? I think he does it for like 50 fans at 1,000 each. So you're making
Chris Brown. The fact that people still go to this show blows my mind.
Yeah, they be packed in there, $1,000 for the picture, and it be sold out every time.
Don't ever invite me to a Chris Brown show. The answer is no. I'm not going. I'm busy that night. I cannot believe that. Okay, well you're great. I appreciate any time you have to give me. Is there anything else you want people to know? You can tell them where to follow you. You can tell them when your next show is. And we're downtown. We're close to a lot of the places that you have gigs. So we got to go catch you.
Absolutely.
Very soon.
At the time of this airing, I think my next show in Houston will be January 15th at Punchline on Caroline Street.
Oh, perfect.
Come on out. The show, my current tour is sponsored by Bluebell and Whataburger. So you come on out to the show. One lucky fan is going to win free Bluebell fries for a year and free Whataburger for a year. So come on out, get your tickets now. It'll be very awesome. That is there. Follow me online on everything, on my socials. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok,
Repost
Threads,
him.
X, all that stuff, whatever. Watch my Houston videos. Watch my non-Houston videos, watch my stand-up clips, all that content on there. I'm currently getting ready to film my 5th stand-up comedy special called Why Can't You Be a Doctor?
Hell yeah.
I'm working on the sponsor now. We're in talks now. I'll tell you who's in talks with them, but hopefully it works. Hopefully they work through, man. They try and be cheap with the budget, man. But y'all got money. I'm sorry.
Tell them.
We tell here?
Yeah, who is it?
It's Houston Methodist.
Houston Methodist. Y'all have so much money.
Come on, Houston Methodist. Now we know. We talk about that.
This is a quality guy. He doesn't even cuss.
I don't cuss.
He's lovely.
I did their family fun day this year. It was a great show.
Okay.
50,000 out there. It was amazing, man. It was
There
great.
you go.
So yes, let's work with them. But hopefully we're talking to them to partner with them about the taping of the next special. Other than that, besides that, watch my videos. I have 4 specials already online already on my YouTube page. Watch those. My name is Chinedu. All or Nothing, Laughter is Healing, and Expect Delays. So watch those right now for free. Check them out. And other than that, just watch me online.
Perfect. And I have a sponsor of this podcast, so this is my segue. Barrera Law. If Houston Methodist doesn't work out, maybe we can work out something with you. 281-845-2723. That's my family law firm. You guys know my story. You guys know when I got an accident, I call them, boom. They put me in a rental car. They hook me up. I get to interview with Rod Ryan show, and the rest is history. So thank you, Barrera Law. And then, I forgot to ask you, and I'm not a real professional, so you reminded me, what advice do you have for young comedians or anyone coming up in the entertainment industry? Because you are doing so much, so would you leave us with some quality advice for people, and then I will for real let you leave?
Oh, absolutely. Be consistent and be authentic. Consistent means do not pick it up and put it down. If you're gonna do it, and keep going until you get the reward though. Because if you stop, let's say it may take you 5 years to get there. If you stop year 4, month 11, and you did all that for no reason, you get no reward. You're already in pain. You might as well get a reward for it though. So be consistent with it and be authentic. Do not get on this internet and act like you are further than where you really are. Okay? It robs your audience of the chance to support your grassroots story, okay? Start where you are, use what you got, do what you can, and be real about it. And then from there, you'll have no reason to backtrack and be concerned about this, because sometimes people will lie about where they are, and they'll lie themselves into a corner to a point where they feel like they can't even come out and be real about who they are.
Yeah.
They've lied so much. So consistency and authenticity, my advice.
I love that. We're going to end it there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for having me.
Cool.